then for life after being dropped? Well, Sunday League footballer, our very own Richie Anderson, went to find out.
Tens of thousands of young kids dream of playing professional football. That journey can start when you are very young, but for many, it ends all too quickly. I'm here to meet 21-year-old Kyle. At 13, he was signed by a professional football club. And at 16, he was with Crystal Palace on a scholarship at their youth academy. How you doing, Kyle? You okay?
I'm good. How are you?
So what is the academy? What happens there?
Professional football clubs start kind of training players from a young age with obviously the potential of one day being in their first team. From 16, you're kind of full-time there. So it's kind of the football club becomes your family.
Kyle poured all his time into football and his education took a back seat.
At the time, it was just really tough and the football was so time-consuming. I just wanted to get home and sleep, not get home and study for an A-level.
Numbers-wise, how many players in your team made it through and got a professional contract?
From our lads, there was probably about 14 of us. I would say around 2 or 3. So it's harsh, it's harsh.
At 18 years old, having dedicated his life to football, Kyle's contract wasn't renewed.
It was very overwhelming. For a few months, I was in a dark place, kind of didn't know what I was going to do next. I remember getting home at the time and just feeling like I was kind of swallowed up.
Less than 2% of those signed to youth academies at a young age will go all the way through to play in the club's first team. Many neglect their studies along the way and are devastated when the dream ends. That crushing disappointment that young people feel when they get rejected is something that the football world is only now beginning to acknowledge. But things are changing. Calvin is the partnerships manager at Football Beyond Borders, a charity which helps young people who play football but are struggling at school. Tell me about the work you do.
And what we do is we try to equip women with the skills and grades they need to successfully transition into adulthood. It's vital that those educational routes are there so that they aren't just dropped at 16 with no career prospects and no education qualifications to back them up. So that plan B is really important.
One of those the charity is helping is 14-year-old Jesse, who's currently signed to Ipswich Town FC.
My football PE teacher told me there's this program, FBB, coming into school. As soon as we had our first meeting and, activity session, I just loved it from there, you know.
Why did your PE teacher think it would be good for you?
You know, I think he realised that I was getting in a little bit of trouble and that my head was too focused on football. I realised that I need to crack down on school as well.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
And there are other organisations helping ex-professional players move forward with their lives. Hackney Wick FC is a team where players who've been released can go and play again, including Kyle, who's benefited enormously from joining the club since he was let go by Crystal Palace 3 years ago.
Keep moving it, keep moving it, keep following your passes, keep following your passes.
Bobby Kasanga founded the club in 2015 after serving time in prison where he met several talented ex-footballers who had lost their way in life. He decided to use football as a way to help his local community.
For us, it's more than being able to play football. It's also job opportunities, employability skills, CV workshops. I mean, doing drama, doing music, things that they may not thought of.
And how do you mentor your players?
Just through talking to them. I don't think people talk a lot anymore, and especially with men, there's this sort of facade that men don't like to talk and they have sort of ego.
Kyle is now the club's captain.
It's a really supportive, kind of family-based club. It's definitely good to have people around that are experiencing the same kind of difficulties and stuff I've also gone through.
And hopefully lift some trophies with Hackney Wick.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely the plan.
Well, if you're ever short of players, I hope I've impressed enough today.
Oh no, you definitely have.
You got my number, you know what I mean?
Thank you to Richie.
I always forget he did football.
I know.
Oh, he loves it.
But he was really good at it.
Yeah,
but
really
those
good.
initiatives, you know, they're really important, Claire, aren't they? Because for those